Yo. Hey. KTP, just for you, baby. Yo. Hey. Yo.
Give it to me, that workout.
Give you the workout, girl. Give you the workout, girl.
Give it to me, that love. Give it to me, that workout.
Give you the workout, girl. Give you the workout.
Go!
Give me the workout, baby. Show them that you're not lazy. Oh, lately, that body driving me crazy. Chin body. Now give it to me, baby. Oh, chin body. Original, them can photocopy, oh.
We never over. You send me loca. I want your love. You're giving me pressure.
Come on!
We dancing in soca. Right now,
And you know we end up going low.
Okay, in 10 seconds, one of you has the option to go to the
Till we end
darts.
up going low.
Timmy has one. Quick was one.
Until we end up on the give it to me that workout.
Nope, nigga.
Give it to me that workout. Give it to me that
Okay, one of you has the option to go to the darts.
Give it to me that love, yeah. Give it to me that workout. Give it to me that love. Give me the love thing, baby.
Almost Kwaku. Hey! Kwaku has one more left.
Girl, I'm gazing, looking at you.
Go!
is amazing.
Take a shot, take a shot.
Now give it
No,
to me,
we have to finish yours. Kwaku, grab 3 and
Original,
go.
them can photocopy you.
we never over. You send me
Come on, Kwaku.
I want your love. You're giving me pressure.
Alright.
We dancing.
Kwaku is safe and has to take one shot.
And you know we end up going low.
Set it up and start going, Lenny. Take a shot, Kwaku. One shot.
Until we end up
Come on, Timmy, you're almost there. Go, Timmy, shot, then darts. Alright, Derek, go ahead.
Give it to me that workout. Give it to me that love, yeah. Give it to me that workout. Give it to me that love, yeah. Give it to me that workout. Give it to me that love.
Okay, Timmy, you get 2 shots.
Serious like you.
You're the block.
Them want to move it like
Yep.
you.
2 shots. One. One more.
Now them want to.
That's one there. Come on. Oh, Lenny, ain't no. Stop that.
Yeah, you gotta watch me.
You gotta flip it. You gotta flip it.
Yes, I can keep up just
Derek,
give me
your
one
finger
touch.
game
Just
weak,
give me
no?
some of that, da. Give it to me,
Go. Look at me. Finger game. Take a shot. Take a shot. Go to the darts. Clear the dartboard. You get 3 chances. Clear the dart. You see one down there. You gotta hit. You have to hit white to be safe. No. Right there. You only get 3, so go. Oh, that's 2 shots so far. Derek. That one, no. Okay. Glenny, take a shot. Alright, Derek.
Alright, that's one white.
No. Derek, that's 4 shots.
You have to.
4 shots.
You were bottoms
4
up
shots.
post. You can't be no punani.
4 shots. Take 2. Come. You said take 2. 1. Go. Come on. You gotta finish your shot. You gotta hurry up. Because Lenny's still in the running. What color that is? Black. That's 2.
White.
3. Let's find out.
We jamming still. Economy could fall down. We jamming still. We jamming. Just hold them and wonder.
Your heartbeat.
Look good, girls. We look good, girls.
Drunk mind speaks so bad, so I believe her. I believe her. Drunk mind speaks so bad.
Good shit.
Yo, what's up? It's Quake's daddy at Bottoms Up. Technically fucking with Quakes. Right now I have Timmay, visionary, event vlogger. Timmay, please tell them what all you do, please.
Good day, folks. Social media management, event photography, videography, blogging, vlogging. Social media. I said social media. Sorry, we've been drinking all day, so don't mind that. And as everyone knows, I love music. So if anything to do with music, I work with Bodine, Dyson, Wendy. If I do their concerts, their shows. If it's anything to do with Bahamian culture and events, I'm there with my camera or my phone.
At this point, he's just bragging. Everybody knows Timmay for Who Dat.
Who that?
He is also the owner, creator of Three Amigos.
Co-founder
of
and CEO of Three Amigos Media.
Exactly. There we go. And in true bottoms up fashion, we have to put one up for the bottoms up.
Get that branding right
Cheers.
there. Cheers. It's good, Jack.
And also shout out to Jack Daniels. We drink you and we love you.
That's a good whiskey.
All right, so Timmay, come on, it's a lot. I've been known Timmay for about, I'd say maybe 2 years now, but I've
Yeah.
heard about Timmay for a long time now through his Who Dat series. Timmay, what got you into, from the initial start, what got you into vlogging, videography, and now photography? But what started that?
So from about 08, 09, during the Twitter and Facebook era, I always loved sports, culture, music, so I used to always talk about it. If it's a basketball game, it's a concert, it's a new album, like my friends know, I talk about it, I dissect it. And fast forward to 2013, I had a radio show, we used to talk about it. And then a couple of friends said, look, this is the 20th century, like the internet made the world small. You don't need a radio station, you don't need to work for nobody, just do it on your own. And I tie tongue, I talk fast. So I was refusing it. Like I was saying, I don't want to do no vlog. I rather just write. I used to vlog for this site in the States. I used to type a lot, write a lot. And they said, no man, like you can't hear your passion through words. Like you have to actually go on camera and talk it. And even though I think my videographer just wanted to, she wanted content. But she's a baby. Said, Timmy, just make a show, just make a show. So I was like, okay, what I can name the show? You know, every time we see someone new, who that is? Who that is? So I cut off the Is, I turned the TH to D, who that? And at the time, I was managing a few artists, J Complex, Holiday, Adria. And people know J Complex, he's in the group base with like Travis Bow, and that's the time Travis Bow got hot with Oh Lord. So my first couple of guests were like J Complex, Find the Way Chase, Travis Bow. And during that time, I was helping Travis them and Scully them with their projects, so that summer was just like, who that music? And at the time, I was a BA journalism student in COB. And my people who I was with, I said the radio show College Talk. So everyone who's in College Talk, we were in COB, media journalism. He was like, look, this is the type of era that we can make money. So we made Three Amigos Media because all of us knew how to do photo, videography. I was the one who...
Everyone had their own respected field.
Right, and I was the one who was doing social media, and they were also in school learning the same thing. So we say, look, this is a time where entrepreneurship really booming, young people get... So we started Three Amigos Media, which is now a photo, video, graphic company. And I realized that my passion really and truly and even from my younger, my old man used to play Bears and Brian McKnight and Bob Marley. I always loved music.
Vibes.
And even though I love music, I never really got into Bahamian music until I did Who That. I was only doing the Bahamians who rap and sang. But the people who did reggae straight came to me and said, Timmy, what about us? And I never really appreciated the reggae straight till I actually started talking to them and realized where they came from, like a Dyson. Dyson used to back up dance with Therese Hepburn.
Yeah, back in the day.
Back then, like even the song "Drop Down and Come Up Slow," I didn't know that's Dyson. So like,
Oh, I didn't know until just now.
hearing stories like that made me want to go back and look for it. I always tell the story. The first black man to win an Oscar was a Bahamian, Sidney Poitier.
There you go.
The first person to be drafted in the NBA, number one, who's not an American, was Sweet Bear Thompson, the Bahamian. So like, I really like how we are a small country,
Yeah.
but we have made huge impacts in the world.
Everybody knows
And
about
I feel like the next Sidney Poitier, the next Michael Thompson, sorry, is right here. And no one, I'm actually on the hunt looking to see who that is. Like Buddy, I was thank you to BTC. I was able to go to the draft last year and cover Buddy Hield. And like, for me, for a young guy who I in love with the NBA, I love basketball, I love the sport, I got to witness Buddy Hield, the first Bahamian-born player to be drafted in almost 40 years.
Jeez,
Like, that's huge.
That is huge. Shout out to Buddy Hield, man.
We
Keep it up,
making,
bro.
as a Bahamians, like, we great. We are a small country, we great.
We
Like,
are great.
Shawty Miller,
We are great.
the Golden Boys, the Golden Girls.
Every Olympics, we get a medal. That's unheard of
For a small country.
of less than 400,000. I mean, everybody in the world knows about Bahamas.
The dive.
Yeah.
Everyone
So
knows the dive.
The dive. The dive is crazy.
Yeah,
I
man.
think about the dive all the time. But check it out. It's like, so you said, okay, we all grow up, and yes, I was a fan of reggae and rap.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not appreciate Bahamian music until I went away. And the only thing I wanted to hear when I came
What's
back,
that breaker shape was jumping
that
over?
was when Ghost Smooth, Fire Engine, that was when Confidence came out. I was like, but like real nice, like, you know, solid Bahamian music. So I can see where the passion. I mean, but you obviously have a passion for for entertainment of some sorts, you know.
And because I said earlier, I was on social media a lot, and I follow a lot of Americans, and they used to look at me and be like, I used to admire their culture because I like how the fact that they have rap women and they were able to work in their culture. They used to look at me like, you jealous of us? I jealous of you. You live in the Bahamas, you live in the sun. It really hit me like where I live is a treasure.
It is a treasure.
Like, and no one is really taking the time to shine a light on who is here. So I said, look, I have to start relying on other people to try to do it. I have to do it myself. If you want something done, do it yourself.
We have to.
So I know I have the passion, so I said, look, I bought the camera. I learned how to use it. And what I do, I like to learn from other people's mistakes and win. So I taught people who know me know I ask a lot of questions. So I used to ask everyone I see, I used to ask them 10 questions, and they might think it's stupid, but it's me really learning and say, look. I always tell people I might not be the most talented, but I would be the hardest working and consistent.
Okay.
And one of my mentors told me this thing: if you really want to achieve something, do it every single day. So I made the effort that every day, and this was started 2014. Every day, no matter big or small, I'll do something towards the company, towards my brand. Every day, even if it's me just posting a picture of a basketball game I watched, or just every day make the conscious effort to improve or to. And like I went to a wedding today and they talk about deposit into your love bank, but I think you deposit into your talent bank, like onto your dream bank. Every day, put something into that dream.
That's a good point.
Every day.
That's a very
and
good point.
I thought it was something. It wasn't making no
Because
sense.
I always hear about deposit into your love bank. You're in a relationship. Every day, do something. Deposit. Do something. Because of course, you can get up being complacent.
And I say, and if you turn back, if you look back 2 years, wow, you didn't realize it adds up.
Everything
It adds up.
So I think you definitely need to reinvest in yourself. Especially, I just finished saying like a 9 to 5 is modern day slavery. This guy here is like a beacon of an emerging new genre group of Jamie. Jamie is also in that same class, but
That wave.
This wave, these young Bahamians that, like you said, if you want to do it, just do it. Just don't wait on anybody to do it for you. I would like to definitely congratulate you on your success for who that, and also thank you for pushing the envelope and doing this. There's the Nika Stewart, there's Tap, Sawyer Boy, these young.
And shout out to those people like Top knew her purpose way before me. Like I was friends with Top when she was already in it. And at that point, I just was like an admirer. I only thought about basketball. I didn't think of all this. I feel like Top and Nika knew they wanted to do from time, and they was doing it.
So you started this off with the, because I read 10-year seniors, and shout out to 10-year seniors as well. I respect the hustle. They had like something, they had an article about like the comparing celebrities to the schools. And
and
you're a Saka.
Saka, and Andrew was like,
I hate Sakas.
I never
but
did
love 'em
anything
too.
for Saka, but I every time he bring him Saka, I used to go toe to toe with them for Saka. Like, don't you dare talk
And
about
they
Saka.
say Timmy is like the biggest basketball fan who never played basketball.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny. But like, your passion started from sports.
So I always, my mother used to play basketball in the Aquinas, and she grew me up. And you think that daddy, but my old man was, but he's a car guy, he's a mechanic, and every year he goes to a car show. My mother was a sports guy, and the sports woman, sorry, and so I always was, okay, I love basketball, and I always loved music, but because we live in the Bahamas, we don't think you could actually make a career off of film and music. So
it's not respected the way it is becoming respected now.
Right.
And
So
like,
it was at a point where you don't shoot too high because you don't want to get your jeans crushed. It
Yes.
always was sports is safe.
Yes.
Sports is safe. When it came to like people and my hindrance, because really and truly, like I said, Top and he can do their passion a long time. I could have maybe started from back then, but I just didn't believe in it. I didn't believe in myself. I didn't believe in I could get there.
and that's a very true point right there. We don't believe that. Take the first step, y'all. Take the first step, and you will be rewarded. The universe and God rewards forward movement. Like this guy here now, you man, dude, I did not know half of all those things you said. Managed artists and like all this crazy stuff. You know what I mean? And he started off with just wanting from a passion of sports. So you started with sports. How did you decide to pick up? What made you pick up a camera? What made you? And then your learning experience, because you are not formally trained to be a videographer or photographer. You went to college
I went to
for
COB
journalism.
for journalism, and because of the COB, their journalism courses includes 2 courses on camera, one for photography, one for videography.
Okay.
So the transition between sports and where I am now is that while I was in my sports role, a friend of mine, he graduated the year before me from SAC, and he's been doing music for like 5 or 6 years. And he said, Timmy, I want you to be my manager. And I'm like, you want me to be I couldn't understand, compute. You want me to be why you want me to manage you? Because he said, look, you go with people. I don't like people. You could talk to people like you. So it took me about 3 or 4 months. And I respect him for this. He asked me every week, like, babe, manage me, babe. And it just something happened. Like I heard one of his songs, like, you know what? Let me do it, because what else I gonna, like, the worst I could do is fail. The worst I could
Be
do
in the
is
same position you were in.
Exactly.
before.
So I started managing. I used to carry him because I had friends. So I knew someone at this radio station. I knew someone at this radio station. I took him there, got the songs played. I helped him shoot the video. He needed help with the video. He had the camera. He said, look, I'll edit. 'Cause I was always adverse to editing. I shot it for him. He edited. So I was like, okay, this actually moving me somewhere. And so True Amigo started, and my other business partners were stronger with camera than me. But because I'm so active on social media, I try to post every day. And people just associate me with the brand. Used to come to me to do these things. It's like, instead of me passing the on to somebody else, why don't I learn it myself? So I bought the camera, and I just love to ask questions of it. I say, what does this mean? Why you do that? So I do that. 3 years later, just about anything I can do, what you can do with the camera, I can do.
Okay. I mean, it's all in the vision. I wish a lot more people, like even this guy said you didn't know you could do it.
Yeah.
You said
like,
you were watching.
if you told me at grade 10, if you go to grade 10, tell me that, look, this was what you will be doing in 2017, winning awards for a vlog, and like I just go sometimes people be like, you to me, it's like, yeah, and it's like, okay, so I always said my friend for this Nikki Jade, I do all these things, and I grew up as a Catholic. I'm really humble. Like I just do it because I want to do it. I don't do it for the fame. So people couldn't like do all this. I'd be like, I don't know how to accept that. But I just do it, and then I'm starting to realize that, look, you actually making a difference. And I always say that I want to live forever. Like, so Independent will live forever. Like, I want whatever I do. If I don't,
You want to be known. You
if
want to be recorded in the annals of history. Not
Yeah.
the anal. The annals.
the annals.
But
So
I feel the same way.
if I don't light if I'm not the one to light the fire, let me be the one that sparks the one who likes the fire.
I agree.
That's what I want to be.
I agree. I kind of feel the same way. Like, I've been like recently for me, it's been a big thing about like, you know, not so much. We're not never okay. Like you say, Cylinder Independent. Cylinder Independent is known. He'll always like this guy was amazing.
He'll
in
be
my
taught.
eyes.
He'll be taught for years
Yes,
in the
he's
curriculum.
never gonna die because of not because of how much he had or like what he did. I mean, technically he's gonna be known for what he did for everybody, and it's not like life is about giving back.
Exactly.
And like you say, you're not a flashy guy. You're like born. I mean, you're raised Catholic, so of course, like humility is a huge part of that. So like for you, you just want to give
And do-
back
and do what I love.
what you love.
And speaking about cylinder pin, I went to my sister graduated UB, and before before they started the whole ceremony, they gave him an honorary doctorate. So this man has been there, rest in peace. And before they even did their first graduation, they had to give him respect.
I would like to just say, but like I think Chilling Independent is one of the greatest human beings. I put him up on the pedestal with Nelson Mandela. Yeah, okay. Everybody has their downfalls and they do
Agreed.
yeah, but I mean,
That's
listen,
human.
I mean, look, for what he has done, a young black man from the ghetto, that man is great. People forget about that though. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree, I
And
agree.
he had a passion, and he practically, okay, not to say he died poor, but he didn't die with as much money as like he should have, because look how much people benefited from Penland.
And
The
still are.
Bahamas, in this present day, has families that have money that they don't even need to. Grandchildren don't need to work because of Penland. And they, like I remember one time I was walking in the airport and I saw Penland. I was young, and he walked out of the airport and I said, "Man, that's Penland. That's the father of our nation." And people were passing him by like he had to carry his own bike. I
Yeah,
was young.
that's
I was
bad.
like, this is just. This the man, and I didn't understand it then. But now as I get older, I'm like, man, this dude did so much.
A lot.
And because of like, yeah, you know, the commission of inquiry and all that shit, you know, I just want to go to say like that's the type of Bahamians that I think there is a resurgence of that right now. Not to say that after that, like our parents and stuff, you know, that our parents' generation, they did benefit a lot from that era, but of an entitlement. Like, so Bahamians, I feel, are extremely entitled, and it may not be worthy of a revolution, but what's happening now with what you're doing and these young like the entrepreneur scene in the Bahamas, the millennials, they say, is extremely huge right now. Bahamians are actually believing in themselves again, and the tide is changing. Timmy, I would like to thank you for that, because you are one of the advocates of the
Appreciate
change.
that.
You know, I don't want you to think that, you know, I mean, like you said, you're humble.
Yeah.
So, I can see it. The Who Dat series is awesome, man. Like, what you do, what you bring, shedding light. To be honest, half the people you have on it, I don't even know them until. And that's another thing about Bahamians. Like, we have tons of athletes that are like super talented. I play tennis, for instance, and by far, we are by far the most talented tennis players in the Caribbean. We just don't have that exposure. We don't have that funding. We don't have that backing. Back in the day, we did, you know?
You know, but tennis, there are about 11, shout out to hashtag DDT. We have about 11 Bahamians who are in the minor leagues in the MLB. And people who don't know baseball very well, the minor league is like the D League in the NBA. Like, it isn't a training ground. The minor league is basically right under the major, which means eventually they will be the major. We have 10 young men who are about 21 and younger, 22 and younger, who are flourishing in the minor leagues. And they didn't wait. That's when Bahamas started to build a stadium. We are very weak when it comes to development young.
Yeah, we are.
But we do have Freedom Farm and JBL. So why are we just
And
waiting?
we also have Max T. Shout out to Jerron, who is
Yeah.
actually, he's an extremely passionate guy about pushing young Bahamians, especially in his specified area, baseball. But like you said earlier, if we wait on other people to do it for us, we're never gonna do it. So like, if Timmy is an example of anything, it's for the young Bahamians to go there and stop waiting, man. Like, take the first
Just
step
do it.
and
And
do it. And
someone-
we can never blame other people. We only can blame ourselves. We can only blame ourselves.
One of the best advice I got one of my friends from the States told me that the internet made the world smaller. So literally, just go in front of a camera like we are now, put it online, and literally anywhere in the world they can see you, and you don't know who watching. You don't know someone who can change your life can watch it. So if you have a dream, just do it.
It's as simple as taking that first step.
And even like you mentioned Sawyer Boy earlier, Sawyer Boy that in his 30s, well in his 30s, he had a whole career, and he's like, you know what? I want to do this. I love it, and he just did it.
Just do it.
He just did it.
Just do it.
And
That's
look where
simple.
Sawyer Boy is that way. He can
Yeah,
laugh,
and
he
Sawyer
can leave
Boy-
his joy,
Shout out to
his
Sawyer
job.
Boy, and shout out to Shut the Hell Up. I think that fucking shit is amazing. Like, it
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
I like that shit. You know, we have so much talent here, and if anything, Timmy, thank you for coming on Bottoms Up. And if it's anything to show you, like this guy can do it, anybody can do it. That's Bottoms Up. Fucking with Quakes.
Timmay.
Good shit.